So today we're with Scooter, who's gonna perform his brake, CS pads and rotors and fucking all this shit. Look at it.
Rotors, calipers,
everything.
So the first thing I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be removing the steering knuckle, and that is going to be pressed out, and it's going to be, the bearing is going to come out, but I still have to remove the actual rotor. And then here's the bearing coming out. I'll pull it out through the bottom, and I still have to press out the bearing from the steering knuckle, but that portion of it has been removed with the McPherson strut. And so I'm going to use this tool here and lock in that bearing in place. Hopefully it comes out in one piece. These are famous for coming out in two separate pieces. So I'm going to go ahead and put it on and press it out. I use this one shaft, the skinnier one, to push it all the way through. Once I push it all the way through, you see it came out in two pieces. And I'm gonna go into a little bit more detail as how it comes out in two pieces. This is the rear, and that's the piece that is still stuck on the steering knuckle. It has that one tiny little groove there, and then I'm gonna lock it into place with that tool right there, and I'm gonna finish pushing it out. So I got it all ready to go right there. Now I'm just gonna tighten that up. So this one plates, you jam in there. And just split up. It's the back of that one. Here's the back of this one. Press the new one. Alright, so these are the brand new bearings. I have everything ready. Once I take it all out of the box, I'm gonna put it back in the press and make some magic. I'll go ahead and clean off this a little bit more and just give it a little bit of lube. Once it's lubed up, I'll go ahead and start pressing it in. You got it all set up to where I should be able to press it in all the way until it gets nice and snug. You can see how it got nice and tight, and it just sounds amazing. No rattling, nothing. It's just brand new bearings, bearing assembly, and yeah, just amazing how So I'm gonna go ahead and clean this because the bolts are gonna bolt onto this, and the actual side of where the actual rotor is gonna be at. It's gonna be right in between the bearing. It's gotta be pressed in there, and you see that on the top right there I have the rotor, and those bolts are gonna go right on there, and then the actual rotor is gonna get bolted onto the back of the bearing. So once this is all in there, oh shit. The abuse is real.
You're a terrible cameraman. That's how we work at Lakewood Ford, guys.